Hello everybody, and welcome to my fourth YouTube channel. This one is all about this Ratley bucket of bolts, Wilson the Defender. So what are we going to have on this channel? Well, this is going to be about this Land Rover Defender. It's a 1996 300 TDI 110. Bit ropey in some places, but excellent in others, and we'll go through that shortly. There was a Land Rover workshop in town, or there still is. Wyatt is the only one for hundreds of kilometres, and he services my vehicles for me because I'm now of the age where, having changed many Volkswagen engines in and out, that my back hurts a lot when I bend over for too long. So when we came to Australia, we went over, popped in and had a look to see if they had anything for sale, and unfortunately they didn't have any Defenders, but they had a Discovery 2 which was raised on big knobby tyres and everything else. We took that for a test drive, and it was a big climb in, and it was a bit much for the missus, but we thought we'll consider it. So we gave it a couple of days, and we went back. We was going to buy it, and when I rocked up, they said, "Oh, we got something else you might be interested in." So okay, we walked around the back, and they had in their XRAC 130 crew cab, bright yellow, the RAC yellow. So no brainer, I was going to have it. So it came to an agreement on the price, and we had that for a few years and thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'll add a couple of pictures in here somewhere. Driving around on the beach and a few other places, a little bit of off-roading. But it was a good vehicle, and it's one I regret selling. And the only reason we sold it was because our dog that we bought with us from the UK, he was starting to struggle getting in and out because of the heights. So we went back to the Volkswagen vans, and we had a good few years in those. And my son got older, and it was a case of, a car for him to drive, and he wanted a manual to do his driving test with. And I'd noticed on Marketplace that there was a Series 3 single cab ute, so 1976, still registered on the road, so it was a good price. We went and had a drive of it, overshot a junction on the test drive because the brakes were absolutely terrible, and rattles and everything else, but it was a good solid car. So we purchased it, we were back in the Land Rover game again, and it was going to be an exercise of things to do with my son and his first car, so we could have the same driving. However, what we didn't envisage was it was going to be Hagrid, basically. Robbie Coltrane's Hagrid. He's taller than me, bigger than me in all dimensions, and basically he struggled to get behind the steering wheel, but more importantly, he couldn't see out the windscreen because the top of the windscreen was too low. So that was a bit of a disappointment. However, we had some fun with it. Failure of the Grand Prix traffic lights start, and we had issues with the gearbox. First, second, wouldn't go into third. So now we're looking stupid at the side of the road, unable to change up in here. And it turns out the selector had basically fallen to pieces inside the gearbox. So total gearbox rebuild. So that was a fun exercise, and but my back was beginning to struggle with that, and we had help getting that back in. And then on the basis that we needed a bit more visibility out front, I thought, well, we'll get another Defender, and bought Wilson here. son then bought a Disco 2, and looking at the Disco 2 and driving his Disco 2, it is definitely a lot more comfortable than a Defender. So we was considering, you know, do I sell the Defender and get a Disco? Just, you know, I'm getting older, you know, a little bit more comfort. We ummed about it for a while, and basically 2 weeks ago I decided, no, I like my Defender. You're going to have to make it a bit more comfortable, a bit more user friendly. But even with the aircon that only cools your knees and various other bits and pieces, the bulkhead will require changing at some stage. It's getting a bit rotten in the corners. I've got a repair panel that will fit to it in the short term, just to give it a little bit longer. It's had previous repairs, and I bought a few bits and bobs to go on it, and basically that will be subject of this channel. Jobs we do on Wilson, repairs, maintenance, a bit of off-roading, maybe a bit of camping. We'll just see how we go. So it's not going to be like I'm going to do a video every week. It's going to be as and when we do something with the vehicle that we'll get a video and we'll put it together and put it here on YouTube and see how we go. So I'm not expecting millions of views on it every week sort of thing. But it's just to document what we do with this particular vehicle. So if you like that sort of thing, stick around. I'm going to upload a few of my older videos of the 130 and the Series 3 that we took onto this channel, so there's a bit of content on here while we get started. And yeah, hopefully we'll enjoy it, or you'll enjoy it at least. And we'll see you next time. And the next video I'll do on Wilson, I'll just take you around the vehicle and show you the general state of it. A good solid plan, but a bit of an issue with the bulkhead. But we can work with that and go forward. We'll catch you in the next one, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So see you soon. Bye for now. Oh, and an addendum. Do I get a drone to get those wonderful arty shots that you get on Land Rover videos? I don't know. Let me know. They're on sale at the minute. There's still a lot of pennies. Catch you later. Bye. Peace and quiet.